Hey everyone, and welcome back to Building on 16. I'm Jason, and today I'm standing on a brand new deck here on the back of a tiny house here on our property. Now, if you're new to our channel, I recommend that you click the link above to catch up with the process, because this has been a ongoing build for us here on our property. But today, I'm going to be working on the cable railing for here on our deck to kind of get it completed. Let's go over the materials that we're using here on this deck. So I picked up this Musada cable railing system. It comes with your left and your right. I call these the crimpers. They screw into the 4x4s. You have to pick up a special pair of cutters that make it a lot easier, and a hydraulic crimping tool is going to make this work. Now, we're using the black cable just to give it a nice little pop. Not sure what color we're going to stain this deck, but I know that the black wire railing is going to look really good no matter what color we stain it. All right, so on any kind of deck railing, there are certain codes that you are probably gonna have to follow depending on where you're at. In our area, it's 4 inches. And what I mean by that is the spacing between any picket or railing can only be 4 inches or less. So I recommend making a template. And actually, this comes recommended from a good friend of mine. Thank you, Jesse, for showing us a couple of little tricks, because you've done a lot more than this than I have. So making a template, marking center, and then marking your spacing, whether you go 3 inches, 4 inches, or whatever you have to do. And then, so you just take this 1x4, and I can set this up here and get it flush. And then now I'll be able to drill my holes and make sure that the whole cable railing is going to be nice and uniform. All right. So what I have here is the fastener. This one end is threaded, the other end is hollow, and the wire will go inside there. You'll use that crimping tool, crimp that down. Now, here's the tool that it comes with, this little wrench looking thing, and it's got a spot to click on there, and then you would tighten it in. I've got a little trick that hopefully it helps out some of you that are trying to do this, because this makes it a lot faster to put these threaded ends into your post. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on that corner post here. Now, we do have a center post and then the post here before we go into the stairs. What we'll do is that this center post here is going to be a pass-through, and we actually even have special clips for here to really dress it up. You don't necessarily need these, you just need to be able to drill through that post, but these make it nice and clean and a nice finished look as well. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start marking my spots on that post, and I'll show you the way that I found the best way to get these into your post. All right, so I used my template. I went ahead and just pre-drilled the spots. They're not all the way through, they're just marked. The center post here, I was able to go ahead and put the collars through there, and that requires a larger drill bit. So with all that being said, all the changing out on that, I went ahead and grabbed another drill that I have, and now this is where I'm going to be putting in these pieces here, and I'm going to show you how I do it, and hopefully it helps out speed up the process for you as well. All right, so I grabbed another drill I have here, and then I'll take this, they call a lag screw, and again, left and right. This one's a right, so I'm going to put it in my drill like a drill bit, attach it in there, and then where this one's the right, so this one's going to go in as I'm trying to screw it in. The left handed threads I would be put in reverse to go in. So again, keep your drill straight, because you want these to be straight, because that's where your wire is going into. So I put it into the little pre-drilled hole here, and then check my drill, and then go ahead and start drilling, and it goes in. You want to go nice and slow. And I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to loosen this up and pull that out, and then that one's in there. And then I left a few threads here because I will have to tighten this once we get the cable in there, and that's where I'll use that tool that it came with. All right, so now I have the right side screws in, the left side screws in, and then on the center post, again, I had to drill straight through here, and we have a collar on this side and a collar on this side, and it helps the wire pass through here, because we're going to go from end to end over here. Now the manufacturer recommends no more than 16 feet, and we're definitely within this. This is probably roughly 12 feet, but we're gonna make this one solid run, and it'll be crimped on this end and crimped on this end, and we'll do the same thing on the other runs here, no more than 16-foot run. All right, so we got our first row of wire cabling in there. Now I'm going to use this tool right here, and I'm going to have help on the other end, and I'm going to be turning one way, he's going to be turning the other way, and the reason for that is that it doesn't twist the wire and they go the opposite way, so it's going to pull it nice and tight, and we will start working from the middle up. It's a pattern that it recommends. Start from the middle, move up, move down, so it doesn't pull in one side or anything like that. So we're going to work on getting that adjusted now.
So either one of those we can start at.
Right. All right. Let's start with the fourth one up.
All right.
Okay.
About a half a turn. That's about a full turn. Another half coming up. Wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way, ain't it?
All right, well, we were able to wrap around the rest of the deck and finish up the rest of the railing. Now it's time to move over here to the staircase. I got that finished up yesterday, so I'm back out here today, and we're gonna finish up the stair railing here. And I bought this tool here, and this is going to give me the 30-degree angle. This is clear. They make a couple different options of this. Obviously clear helps you be able to see through to the holes that you've marked, because I'm going to try to do it the same way and use that same template and put it down here on the post, mark the spots, and then use that 30-degree angle block there to make sure that all of the cable wire here is going to be consistent and run down the staircase. All right, well, yesterday we were able to finish up the rest of the cable railing on the deck, and now it's time to move over here to the stairs, and that's going to be our 30-degree angle, which I was able to purchase this block from Musada as well, and this is going to give me the exact angle. Now, as I was looking at this post here, we have the line that comes here, and we want to make sure that it comes off straight, or even, I should say, uniform, and come out that 30 degrees and down. But this block is not going to fit up there and line up there. So that top one, I'm gonna have to do by hand. So I don't know if that was something I should have done before this was built and marked it or drilled it, but I'll have to figure that one out and do it by hand. But the rest of them will line up, and then I'll go down to that bottom post and kind of make sure that they're all gonna line up, because I wanna make sure that all of this is going to be uniform when it comes from straight across and then down. And I'll match the other side, and then we'll get this project wrapped up, and then we'll go over what this wire costs compared to what, say, metal pickets would have cost us. All right, so now I have my spots marked. I'm going to go through, and because this is clear, I can see through, get my drill bit through here, and I line it up with my hole right there. Get this thing locked in, and now I have my 30-degree hole right there. So I'm going to continue going down through the rest of them, and then we'll start putting the lag screws in. All right, everyone, well, there you have it. Our cable railing system is finished. The stairs now are done all the way through, as you can see, and it looks great. Couldn't be happier how this turned out. So now let's go over what this cost us, because this was the largest cable railing system I've done. But first, I'll go over a couple of the other options just to give a little bit of perspective on this. The first option we were looking at were a metal decorative picket that have a little curve to them, and then there's one option that it was a straight metal picket. Those both were roughly going to cost us about $600. Now, a traditional wooden picket would be the next cheapest, and that would be around $300. This cable railing system, including the tools and materials, came in at $220, which I think that is a great price. So the cheapest option ended up giving us the best look as far as I'm concerned here on the deck here on their tiny house. So that's going to wrap up this video. I appreciate everyone watching. Think about subscribing to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.